Hello and welcome to Crafting with Jane. Oh, exciting. As you probably know, I have been using stamps by Tracy Evans for quite a while, and she was always part of All and Create. Well, recently she's gone off on her own, Tracy Evans Boutique Designs. And the stamps are amazing quality. They're beautifully packaged, and this is her first launch of stamps. So I bought two of them, TE4 and TE6. And TE4 is called New Beginnings, because obviously it's new beginnings for her. Lovely floral little birds. And then TE6 is a rather interesting half heart, half branch, so you can take it out and have the branches at the bottom. This lovely chevron, some sort of hearts and things, little flowers. Oh, just beautiful. So I, as always, couldn't wait to play, and I want to use this chevron to create a background. So I'm going to do it in different shades of green. So I've got a couple of greens out. Excuse me. So excited I can hardly speak. So I'm just literally going to ink this green up and see how it comes out. So excuse my head if it comes in, but I'm just going to press it down like that. Oh, that's quite nice. And then take it up next to it. And it means I can do it all the way across. So I'm not very good at doing it exact, but I think by the time we've finished, it probably will be okay. So I'm just going to get this one in on the corner. Now we should be able to take this up on here. It's very difficult for me to see it with the with my camera straight above. I always have to go in at a bit of an angle, but you can see now it's starting to come in all right. So I'm just taking it in like this. We'll have another little one there. And then we'll have one down in the bottom. And as you sort of go across, you can get it a little bit better, but you can see what a pretty background it creates, literally just by repeating this stamp. Take that there, and then of course these bits, I might just do it this way actually. Let's see if I can turn it round so I can see where I'm going. We want these bits to come in like this. That's got to come in like that. There we go. And like that. Okay, so now we've got a rather fun background, literally just by repeating this one stamp. So you can do an awful lot with it. What I am going to do is, because I want to just bring this edge round a bit. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it another way. I was just thinking of like doing the edges and thinking what I was going to do with the edges. But I think I'm going to, let's take this up and just give this a bit of a clean up. Don't want bits of ink all over the place. Oh, I should clean my stamp up while I'm at it. So yeah, so I really love doing this as a background. I think that's a great, really quick, simple, easy thing to do. And dry that off a bit. And you know, you can do all sorts with it. Okay, so I'm just going to clean this up. Now, while I'm at it, I think I'm going to do something with this one. So this is the heart. And I want to just put some of these branches in round the side, but I'm going to do it in, I've done it in black, so I need to make sure that I take that out, but I want to have it in again in a green to go with this chevron background and just add a little bit of extra in here. And hopefully just drying it off a bit. Hopefully it'll work. So I'm choosing, this is an old olive, and I'm going to ink up to here like this, and then I'm going to take it down in on the bottom, which hopefully will give me, oh yes, look at that, love that, love that. Okay, so I just need to make sure that I ink it up and don't go over. It doesn't matter too much because we're doing it round the edge. And then I'm going to take this one up and again take it round. See, that is so pretty, isn't it? So pretty. Okay, so let's just do this one, and then we can take this in. Now this is going to go, it's going to go on top of each other a bit, isn't it? I'm going to take it from there first, I think. Like that. And then this one, I'm going to take that down so it comes off this way. It is going to come over a bit, but I don't think it, maybe I can take it, no, it's going to come over the top, but I don't think it'll matter that much. No, that's fine actually. It just makes it a little bit more well, pretty, doesn't it? So let's take this up like that, and then I'm going to take this one in again from the bottom corner like that, and then this little one, which is the last one, I can then take it from here and that takes it right off the edge, which is quite nice. Take this one round. This looks so pretty, oh my goodness. And this is just with stamps. Really love her stamps. They're just okay. So that's going to come in from that edge, and then this one is going to come in on here like that. So we'll just take this one in like that. Perfect. Okay, so all I need to do now is the numbers. You can see on here that number 37. I want the numbers facing upwards. I could have them facing downwards if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. I want to have it, I like doing things that are quite abstract and different, but I don't want them to be completely, you know, numbers upside down or sideways. I want the numbers to be facing upwards. Okay, so that is our background piece. And again, I could do it in whatever colour I fancied. I just really like that. Now, I've cut out some of these stamps, and this one, again, this one, which is the heart, I've taken two of them because if I put them together and I've just coloured one darker than the other, I can actually make a heart, which I thought was quite fun. I've done the flower, and this flower is from the other one, which is this one. So this is T4, which is called New Beginnings, and that flower in on there, I thought I would put the flower to sort of come in over the top like that, which again I think is quite nice. And then I've done this little bird, and I don't know whether I'm going to have the bird, this big bird. I might have the bird there actually. And then put this in over the top like that. That's quite nice, having those three sort of together. And then I was going to cut out one of the smaller birds, but I don't think I will, because sometimes once you start, I end up end up having too much, and it looks too much, and I think, oh, I should have stopped. But I'm somebody who I tend to sort of keep going. But you see, I've got this little bird, and I thought I might have that bird in on there, but that makes it, you see, I'm not sure. So I've got the Beauty of Flowers. Each day is a treasure. Fly free. I think the Beauty of Flowers is quite nice, isn't it? Lots of sentiments and things in on here. In fact, on the other one, I've got, what have I got in on this one? Peace, breathe, heart. Oh, I don't want those ones, I don't think. I just want this. But what I am going to do is, I've just thought that I can do the Beauty of Flowers. So I'm just going to take this out here. Whenever I get a new stamp, the first thing I do is I stamp everything out, just to make sure that it all works. Because if you put it away, and as say, these are incredible quality, they really are, you know, don't have any problems at all with those. But if you have stamps that you're not too sure of, or when they first arrive, always stamp them out first, because then if there is a problem, you've got some comeuppance. Now, on this, I have got, I don't want to have too much on there, but I might have just a little. You see, I've got this that I could have hanging down. So I could just have one of those hanging down there, couldn't I? And I think I will, just one. I've got this little flower. I don't really want the flower. No, I'm going to have this, like the little heart. And I'm just going to have the one hanging down to just give that little bit of something in that space. So let me just put it in on here. And I'm going to do it in black because I want it to just show through with the others. I could do it in the green. I could do it in a completely different colour, but I think that the black will work because it's going to give that little bit of darkness in there. So let me find my, here it is, my little black one. There's a background there that I'm going to be working on. So that's that one, and that's going to come just in on here. So I want it to come up on here. And it's just going to come in. Did that work? Yes, that's fine. It's just going to come in on there. I might, do I want to have another one hanging in on? No, I don't. I just want that one, I think, because I think that that will just give it a little bit of something, and I want everything down in the bottom. So I'm going to take these first, and I don't think I'm going to put any dimensionals or anything on here. It's sort of the power of 3, and it's the colours and things that just give it a beautiful look. So this is going to come in like this. And then this one is going to come in, and it's going to just go over the top so that it comes in as a complete heart. So that's going to come in like this. So I'm just going to put that there, and I'm just joining them up a little bit so that the center part comes in as a perfect heart. Now the flower is going to come in over the top to here, and where was I going to do? I was going to have the bird in on top, wasn't I? So I need to have the flower out just a little bit. No, I'm trying to get it so that it balances nicely without it being too over the top, and it's one of those things that once you start playing, it's getting that balance in. So I want that to come to about there, and that can come down. and then the bird is going to come in and go in over the top, because I want him to be, I guess, about there. I want him to just sort of sit there. And that's what I said about not putting too much in there at the same time, because sometimes if you put too much in, you then get to a situation where you've overloaded it. And I'm guilty of that a lot. I tend to like add and add and add and add, and then I get to a point where I go, now I think he needs to come about there, doesn't he? So he's just coming across on here, but not completely. Okay, that I think is lovely. And then the sentiment, the beauty of flowers, can just go here. And I might actually have the, where was the fly free? I quite like that as well. If I put the, there we go. So I think I might have the fly free in there as well. There's no reason why you can't have more than one set of little words. So, do I put that? No, that's not right. Maybe just about there. I'm going to have to do something on the bottom of it. That I want down at the bottom, because that balances that into that corner. But then I do want just a little bit of something up in on this corner on here. So this is going to come down. Whoa! Just thrown it on the floor. Oops. It's like marmalade and jam, isn't it? That when you drop a piece of paper on the floor, it always drops glue side down. And it's the same as toast and marmalade, isn't it? If you drop a piece of toast and marmalade on the floor, it always goes that way down. So I'm going to have, I think that angle I think will work actually. I quite like just having a few little things that are mismatched, as it were. And it's quite funny. I've got a friend who all her clothes have to be absolutely perfectly matched, and I'm somebody who I like, you know, if I like a certain color, and I will throw different colors together, because that's the way I am. So okay, now I want to just add a little bit of, I think I'm going to do it black around the edge. I could do it green, but I don't think so. I just want to have just round this edge here, so we can see it. So these are my Posca pens, which, as you know, I use all the time. So I'm just going to take a little bit around the edge here, so that the sentiment stands out just a little bit. And we'll put this one round on here. Did I do the bottom? Yes, I did. And then we'll just have this one up here. And then we'll have this little bit up on here. Now, splatters or not? I think so. I do like doing splatters. Okay, so that's quite pretty like that on there. Now, splatters. Black. I think we should have black, and I think we should have a bit of white as well, don't you? Let's try this. Not very good at getting them. Sometimes they come out all right, and other times they don't. So, and this is probably one that's been used a bit, so. See, if I do it that way, I can't do it. I have to do a bit of a tap. It's got some little bits on there, not huge amounts. Now I want to have the white, I think, because I think the white might give me some quite nice speckles on there. Now what I'm like with my speckles, I do like to have some speckles. Oh, that's not coming. Oh yes, it is. That's better. Go that in on the centre. Oh, that's a nice one. Perfect. So sometimes once it starts running through a bit, you can get those speckles coming in nicely. Now what I could do I have a little bit of green speckle? I might do. I just might. The white looks nice, but I just fancy a little bit. Give it a good old shake and see. That's nice. There we go. Just a little bit. Right, now I need to put it onto a background, and I'm not sure quite what background I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have a think about it and wait for that to dry. But I am going to mat it. You'll see it on the front cover, so I'm going to leave that so that you don't have to see me, and I will probably put some Posca pen round the sides, but because I've done this first, I need to let it dry. So I'm going to leave it like that. Hope you enjoyed that one. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.